Grand Rapids police, they want to hear from you after brand new research shows a spike in racial profiling of Black and Hispanic drivers during traffic stops.
Yeah, you'll have 3 chances today to share your thoughts or ask questions if you want to know how they did this study. The police chief calls the results of it troubling. 24-Hour News 8's Marvis is here now. He's been going over it, and he has what the police chief says. I know they're working on moving forward, Marvis.
That's right. They're searching for solutions right now, but as they do that, the police chief, David Rahinsky, says his department takes full ownership of these new findings. The first community meeting, it happened last night, and Black city leaders told us that these results are not surprising to them. The 100-page report looked at 3 years of information. In 2013 and 14, Black drivers were 1.85 times more likely to be stopped than other drivers. It's an increase from 2004, and it climbed even higher in 2015. There's a couple intersections on Grand Rapids West Side where Black drivers were more than twice as likely to be stopped. Chief Rahinsky calls this an opportunity for improvement and community conversation.
And I can speak a little bit to the character of the men and women who I work with. And I sincerely believe there's not a one who puts on the uniform, comes to work with the intent of delivering anything other than fair and equitable treatment of everyone they deal with.
Chief Rahinsky says, unfortunately, intent is not matching outcome here, but he did continue to point out that Grand Rapids officials had put in place a 12-point plan to increase transparency. That was before getting these results back. And he also pointed out things like they hired their most diverse class. We told you about that earlier this year. And they also talked about the new body cameras, that every police officer who's making traffic stops, they have those on their uniform. So if you file a formal complaint, they can resort back to those and kind of go from there.
This is something that these are trends that they've noticed. I mean, this was a 3-year study, and the body cameras, everything like that, they've tried to be proactive.
Yes, they talked about a national issue that when they first noticed this nationwide, there had been Ferguson and things like that. They tried to get ahead of this, but these results really showing some troubling statistics. And as they move forward, they talked about even looking at arrest disparities coming up, and we're going to get those results pretty soon as well.
All right, Marvis, thank you. And if you have questions about how they did this study, because I know that was one of the questions we're getting, well, what information did they use? You can ask those questions and share your opinions at several different town halls today around the city. The first is at 4 this afternoon at Michigan First Credit Union, that's on Breton Road. Then there's a meeting scheduled at Rockford Construction on 1st Street, that's at 5:30. If you can't make either of those, you have another chance at 7:30 tonight. The final meeting is at GRPS University on Fuller.